Doing Jeff C here. It is Wednesday, October the 29th, and you know what that means. We'll do it live. The Real Alternative Podcast is going to be on tonight at 9 p.m. That'll be just minutes probably after this video is up. So please go watch that and watch this later. That'll be on Red Pill Revolution, 9 p.m. Eastern, so please don't miss it. Okay, so I've been covering the whole thing happening in Ottawa, the whole giant PSYOP false flag here. And one of the photos that really, this is how they do it, right? They have a really nice photo. Isn't this sweet, right? With the three people in the background here and the girl smiling and the handsome soldier, right? And this was supposedly taken the day that he died. It was the last photo of him. Oh, so many media outlets ran with that story. That's the last photo. It's the last photo. So I couldn't help but notice something looked really different here with the cenotaph here, the war memorial. So here, this is off the BBC, and tourists took what may be the last photo of Corporal Nathan Cirillo before he was attacked and killed at the Canadian War Memorial on Wednesday by Muslim convert Michael Zihaf Bibo, right? Who later shot himself. Okay, so anyways, so that caught my eye because I noticed a lot of different things with this. So if this photo is the last photo, it was taken the day, then there's a lot of things wrong with it. So, started looking. Other articles, of course, other news outlets, I said they're all reporting on the same thing. Tourist Megan underwent stance with Corporal Nathan Cirillo on the same day he was shot dead. Okay, so many. This is what we heard on CBC and everything. Okay. Now, I couldn't help but try to track down this girl and find out who she was and what was up and all this. And then here she is. Here's her Twitter, right? And this is the photo, and this is the tweet here. And on Sunday, so it wasn't Wednesday. It wasn't Wednesday the 22nd. It was Sunday. We asked a very handsome guard for a picture with my friend visiting from California. So this is her friend. It's not even her. So you see how the corporate media is so awful at this, right? They don't give a flying fuck about, accuracy or, vetting their sources or anything. They don't care. They just run with it, right? It's just there. So anyway, so this photo is claimed to be taken on Sunday. So that's a few days before the actual event took place. And that makes sense because there was a big kerfuffle of things here and build up and barricades and all that. So that puts that to rest because I was like, okay, this is going to be a smoking gun if I can't figure out why they're saying this is the last photo. So that explains that at least. Now this woman here, as I said, is an actress and, right, as you see, British Canadian actress, manager, yoga personal trainer, right? Anyways, so, I found something here that's a little bit interesting. Thank you to whoever for leading the beautiful, loving practice to unite Ottawa. And thanks for joining Ottawa, Jim Watson, right? He's the mayor of Ottawa. And he's taking photos with this Megan Underworld girl. Now you might say, well, it's not that big of a deal, is it? Well, it's kind of. I mean, it's one of the big celebrities or one of the big politicians from the city of Ottawa. And just a couple days after the shooting, right? This is dated the 26th. So, 3-4 days after, they're taking nice, friendly photos with the mayor. Okay, not that big of a deal, right? He probably just stood there for a photo, but what do we got here? Glad you're sticking around. Jim Watson, Ottawa. Brunch at the Manx pub wouldn't be the same without you. So they went for lunch, right? So, he's the mayor of Ottawa. So these girls that took this photo are having lunch with the mayor of Ottawa, taking photos with him. I don't know, folks. Just a little bit suspicious, is it not? So, going back to this and all that, there's the photo, of course. This is the famous photo, the handsome guy and the pretty girl, and they all look happy as can be. Of course, it's supposed to be a terrible tragedy, and this here's apparently the last photo now. This is the last photo now. Now, you notice a lot of differences, right? Now, first things first is what the hell is all this crap going around here? Because it certainly wasn't there just a couple days before that, right? 3 days before, it's not there. None of that's there. So why is all that there? And why is there police tape? There's tons of police tape, and it's all bundled up here. It looks like they've got a ton of police tape that they're ready to run with. They got a lot of barricades, and they got this tarpaulin with weights holding it down. Looks like there might be stuff underneath. right? It looks like, as you can see here, how it goes up. It's here. These are just steps. So why is there stuff under there? Why is there so much police tape? Why are there barricades? Why? Very good question, Ottawa. Maybe you can tell me, because of course when he was supposedly dying and the lawyer was giving him CPR, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and everybody else was jumping on top of him, you could see the barricades and the police tape. Do not enter, right? Entree interdit. It's French there. Caution, attention. It's police tape. Then you had the police coming out and moving everyone away from the scene. Don't get too close. We don't want you to see what we're up to, of course, right? And then you had so many people around him, you couldn't even tell that there was somebody down in there because there's just a huge mess of people. This lady is practically lying on top of him. There's the police tape. You can see it clearly. The barricades and the weights holding down these tarpaulins, right? And the guy pointing and all that, right? So, yeah, just another photo with the guns, which are real guns, but had no bullets because of the ceremonial thing. And there you go. More photos of this whole thing. This is in the aftermath when they finally taken the body away. And you can start to see there's more police tape that's coming about, right? And yeah, they start putting police tape everywhere, of course, right? Then you get this police tape going all over the place. There they are, right? Spread across the city. They get tangled up in it, right? They're getting tangled up in it. So, you know, just looking here. Hey, they're putting upside down. Yes, they're not too bright, right? They're the Keystone Cops. Look at this lady. Yeah, you can't even tell it's upside down, lady. You should take your sunglasses off. Doesn't really matter, though. It's all for show. So as you can see, all of a sudden, now you have barricades blocking off all this area. Kind of convenient that they had barricades nearby, right? I mean, if you really want to close things off quickly, if you have barricades, a lot easier, isn't it? And the police are out here on the street for some reason, and I guess they're looking for nickels or something. I don't know, right? But let's continue on here. So there they are, the police doing their stuff, right? Going down their hands and knees. I found a bottle cap, right? And of course, if you look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, 14. I see the number 14 there. That's a lot of bullet shells for a guy that was shot apparently a couple times. Why is there so many bullets? And there are the barricades, of course, and there's the tarpaulin, right? So this all caught my eye. I mean, I found this really fascinating. They had the police tape. Now all of a sudden you see the tape is all over now. It's been just not just on that little part there, but it's been brought all around sort of thing, right? And the barricades, look at the barricades. All over the place now. Go figure, folks. And there's our scumbag leader here, Stephen Harper, and his wife, and they're going up to put their flowers for the fake event that they created. Right? Gotta look glum there, wife. I'm not so good at it, says Stephen. The flowers, right? The fallen soldiers, the mind control, the whole thing, right? Then, of course, here you see, right? Lots of flowers, lots of mind control happening. Then all of a sudden, a couple of days ago, John Kerry shows up and all the tarpaulin's gone now, right? And you can see one barricade here and one barricade there, and then just a lot of flowers. Very interesting, isn't it? Right? So it goes from you go from having the barricades and the tarpaulin and everything, and then all of a sudden those are all gone, right? So the question I have for Ottawa is, what's the story with the barricades and the tarpaulin? Why was it there? What is the purpose? Why was there police tape already on the scene before he even got killed? How is that possible? Right? Does it make any sense to you? And, you know, all of a sudden they have all the barricades out. So the barricades coming down here, right? And there. And, of course, they had a bunch around the side as well, right? So this is what happened, folks. This is what we're being fooled on, is that we have clear proof here that they had the scene set up in advance, that they had the barricades ready to go, basically, in the police tape. And it's just another really solid piece of evidence. So if anybody from Ottawa can explain it to me, I know some will try, right? Some shills or something. But you tell me this, okay? When John Kerry comes, it's all gone. a couple days before the event happens, there's nothing there. There's no barricades, there's no nothing. And then, all of a sudden, when the event happens, just before the event, while he's standing here, you've got all this barricades here, and you've got all this police tape. And you can see it's bundled up right there, right? It's totally bundled up, so that it can be used to string right across the courtyard sort of thing. So what I think we have here is just more proof to support that this is a totally staged event, that it's a false flag, even a hoax, right? And that they had this all set up. I don't know what they would have had underneath here. Maybe they would have had some supplies, some fake blood. Who knows? They did the same thing with Boston. Boston had a lot of stuff, a lot of barricades. Remember the barricades at Ottawa and how long it took Carlos Arredondo and co. to start removing them? I mean, they were way more concerned with the barricades. Carlos didn't stop until the very last barricade was taken down. Meanwhile, poor Jeff Bauman was there bleeding away for 5 minutes. Somehow he survived, and he's doing just great. He showed up at the hockey game a couple weeks later. So I'm telling you, folks, it's just another really solid piece of evidence here. I think this is proof. This is the day of the shooting. This is supposed to be the last photo. And as you see, just a couple days, maybe 2-3 days before, she's here with him, and there's nothing, no barricades, no nothing. So I wanted an official explanation why, prior to him being shot, that barricades were put in place and tarpaulins and all this. I want the explanation. And if you can't give it to me, then the only reason that they're there is because it's there for the event. Thanks for listening. Give your thoughts below, and I wish you a wonderful night. Tune in till we do it live. It'll be on at 9 p.m. Thank you so much for listening.